to keep it going for the three names. It's Alan, Edwin, Mutt. Guys, thank you for that warm Cap City welcome. Admittedly, I do kind of need this emotionally right now. It's been a bit of a weird week. Last Wednesday, I bought a gym membership, and like 10 minutes later, my bank called to ask if my credit card had been stolen. Which was extremely hurtful. Then a couple days later, I broke a string on my guitar, so I had to take an emergency trip to Guitar Center. Now, I don't know how y'all live y'all's lives, but if you'd like to meet a bunch of gentlemen in their 30s who don't know they're getting divorced yet, I'd check out Guitar Center. Ooh, just a glorious convocation of the sad dads of Austin, Texas. Bound only on their journey through this void by their mutual love of shredding. They love it. They're gonna need it real bad soon. Every day when I sit down to write out my schedule, I have to make sure to budget in at least a little bit of time to remind myself not to get a cat. Yeah, it's necessary, guys. I want one, want it bad. Can't, won't, shan't, ain't gonna do it. I am, as you've no doubt ascertained, a single man. That laugh hurts, guys. I don't know, like if you're a couple and you have a pet, I get it. You wanted something to glue that love together. Not ready for a child. That's reasonable, right? Everyone knows you experiment with soft drugs before you move on to the hard stuff. Because the folks who don't know about that are dead right now. But if you're a single person with a pet, all that really is a friend you bought that isn't smart enough to criticize you. I don't know, maybe I'd feel different if I wanted a dog, but I do not. Whenever I imagine old Al Pal with a furry animal friend, it's of the feline sort. And if you're a single man with a cat, that sends a very clear message to the world now, doesn't it? That message is, I feel lonely at least a third of the time that I'm awake. However, I cannot handle unconditional love. Now, some of you aren't laughing, and I get it. You're dog people, a bunch of fucking weirdos. The kind of monster who, when someone says, I love you, you're just like, yeah, that makes sense.
That is extremely plausible from my perspective.
And what you need to understand about cats is that it's that long, sustained campaign of neglect and emotional abuse that makes those tiny, fleeting moments of begrudging affection feel like something that you goddamn well deserve. And Fluffy comes out from under that couch once a week and rubs her sweet little sociopathic head against your shins. You're gonna do any fucking thing that cat requires of you. That's a joke about how poor self-esteem and codependent tendencies will lead you into a cycle of abuse, but I made it cute because there's cats in it. Good, consensus. It's what we need in this world, guys. Yeah, like my finger guns to the light, it was pretty sweet, huh? God, I'm cool sometimes. Place where I work just hired a bunch of new people, so in my last team meeting, we played this little icebreaker game called Name 5. And the way it works is you go around the room, and when it's your turn, you pick someone, and you tell them to name 5 things about themselves. So it's like, name 5 of your favorite movies, or name 5 of your favorite cars. And this one new girl, I don't know if she panicked or what, but when it was her turn, she turned to me and she was like, hey, Alan, name 5 things you're afraid of. I know, right? What an opportunity. And like I wanted to honor the question, you know? So I gave it some thought. I was like, shit, 5 things I'm afraid of. I guess I'm afraid that I will become profoundly isolated from everyone I love. That the final moments of my life will be defined primarily by fear and regret. That world events will take a turn such that I find myself either victim of or complicit in a genocide. Could very well happen. Don't get complacent. That God is real and there's nothing I can do to regain his favor. And of course, my own sexual impulses. She was like, I thought you might say snakes. But I'm cool with snakes. Thanks, guys.
That was a great set. Alan Edwin Butt, ladies and gentlemen. More noise for him.